Hey, what up? It's Dre,
And Jay.
and this is The Smoking Table.
And you know how it goes, so we're going to go ahead and get into weed news. Now, there wasn't much going on, but there was. So I'll explain that in more detail later. But basically, we're going to start out with some national stuff for you. We got a little bit on marijuana and how it affects teens and growing into adults. And these are recent studies, so it just goes to show how much reefer madness was really madness back in those days. We also have the Marijuana Policy Project that today put in their 50 most influential marijuana consumers. Now, they couldn't stretch it and say, 50 most influential stoners, but these are all people who are on record as having partake that one point in time in their life. And they are all like huge influential people in all genres of goodness. So
Everything. I still feel like about 90% of them still smoke weed, if not.
and
Yeah.
what we've all been waiting for and what I've been hinting to forever and a day, Regulate Florida has finally gotten their petition approved. We are going to make sure that we get the link to their petition up on the website, and I will go through just a little bit of the goodies that are in that amendment. But I haven't had a chance to read it in detail yet, but we'll also link to the site where you can read it in detail as well. They are having a press conference on Friday in Fort Lauderdale. If you happen to be down in that area, feel free to attend. And they will be doing petitions, like I said, and sign-ups. So we will make sure we get all that information on the blog so that you guys can go out and support this, because, this is what we all wanted. This is regulation for recreational marijuana, meaning marijuana for everybody 21 years or older. Whether you want to use it for medicinal purposes and just not have your name on the books, or whether you want to use it to unwind after a shitty day at work.
Weed will be legal.
So let's start with marijuana in teens. There's been a new study that actually came out on the 5th that was a joint research between the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center and Rutgers University. Now, basically, they picked up where Pittsburgh Youth Study left off back in the 1980s, testing marijuana in 14-year-olds. And this is pretty cool because they gathered back up all these 14-year-olds back in 2009, 2010 when they were 36 years old. This was a study only done in males. It didn't include any females, but basically what the study did was they chopped up these people into 4 groups. Not literally chopped up, but it was non-users, early marijuana users who quit after the age of 21, participants who only smoked in their adolescence, early chronic users, which were people who started in their adolescence and smoked heavily, meaning 200 days out of the year, according to this study, and people who began later on in life. And basically what this study showed is that when they got them back together and did their final study for the results, based on the prior studies, which back in the 1980s when they originally did this study, they did this study because they want to show the people that marijuana was harmful. They wanted to get these people back together later and show these are all the ways that marijuana affects your body, because, of course, all studies before now were about harmful ways that marijuana affected your body, which were all skewed and mostly all fake. But basically, when they got these guys back together, they found out that absolutely nothing, like nothing at all, physically, mentally, psychologically, is harmed by being a marijuana smoker. They had no differences in anything as far as medically or physically. It doesn't stun your growth. It didn't, make people's IQ lower, anything like that.
So health-wise, they were still pretty much on point as to where they should have been.
Yeah, and they went as far as to also weed out control factors. These people weren't cigarette smokers. They didn't do any other illicit drug use. and they all had access through the study to health insurance so that they were in the best of care. They've also done a similar study on this with twins, but these are all adults, so I didn't really get into that. But because twins have the same genetic makeup, they actually had one twin that smoked and one twin that didn't, and did a study on if there was any genetic differences.
That's dope. Was there? You don't know? We got to look into
I don't know.
it.
I'm gonna have to look.
We got to look into that because that sounds awesome.
There's a cliffhanger for everybody. But
next week,
basically, researchers also found that there was no link between marijuana use and a lifetime of depression, anxiety, headaches, high blood pressure, or anything. They also, but they did caution people. They wanted to inform that, and let me quote him on this. This is lead researcher Jordan Bettel. He wanted to warn people that, they want to help to inform the debate on the legalization of marijuana, which is a very complicated issue right now, but they also wanted people to know that this is one study and should not be taken isolated. So, in doing my due diligence, I did find another study, and this study is actually more recent. This study actually just hit the news wire today, and this study was done by and published into the Journal of American Medical Association, that basically did a study and showed that marijuana has no ill effects on people whatsoever in the dreaded schizophrenia, because that was like the real, like baseline that everybody was pushing on medical on reefer madness back then.
Yeah.
That, it made people schizophrenic and they would harm themselves or harm others.
That movie made me schizophrenic.
Now, in the 4 different groups that they studied, which were women who were didn't use marijuana, women who did, men who didn't use marijuana, and men who did. Men who use marijuana actually did come up with a link that said marijuana exacerbated schizophrenia only in one single instance. And that's if you already had a pre-genetic disposition to it.
Oh, okay, so the guy they figured it out. Okay.
So if you were born with a predisposition of schizophrenia,
then you had chance.
That is the only place where they found any kind of link where marijuana may make your schizophrenia worse.
Oh, okay. So it amplified it slightly.
Yeah. So I basically gave you the basic outline of that whole study. I'm not going to go too far into it because we got a lot of stuff packed into marijuana this day. So we're going to get into our top 50 most influential people. Now, my only real issue with this list is the order of people. Obviously, though, President Barack Obama is listed as number 1. I mean, you can't really argue with, the first president to ever openly admit that he smoked marijuana. Yeah. If you can smoke weed and become president, yes, you are the top dog. You are the most influential person.
That one right there alone should just say that weed doesn't fuck with you. If you can eventually become the president of the United States, and I know some of the people on this list maybe smoked weed once or twice, but I feel like Obama in his young days, he smoked a lot of weed.
All right, for the number 2 spot, and I'm going to read off just the top 5 or top 10, and then we'll get into where the other 50 are and who should be where. For the number 2 spot, they put the 2016 presidential hopefuls that have admitted to using marijuana, or at least trying it. Because I guess that would be the second person to become president if any one of them became president. So
yeah, because weed's helping you win elections now.
So just to quickly read off the list, and I want to point out first, both Jeb Bush and Marco Rubio, the 2 politicians running from Florida, are both on this list. We also have Lincoln Chafee, Ted Cruz, George Pataki, Rand Paul, Marco Rubio, Bernie Sanders, and Rick Santorum. I also want to point out that, most of this list is Republicans.
Yes.
I didn't realize that the first time.
I didn't. I know I just thought about it while he was reading it. I'm like, wait a minute.
All right, to round out our top 10, we also have at number 3, Oprah Winfrey. Number 4, Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton said he didn't inhale, which dropped him down, I'm sure. Number 5, John Kerry. Number 6, Stephen Colbert. Number 7, Clarence Thomas. Number 8, Katy Perry. Number 9, LeBron James. And number 10, Jay-Z, rounding out our top 10.
Now, out of those 10, LeBron James is the only one I think probably doesn't smoke weed anymore. Because once you get, I don't know, he's a big time athlete. He might, but I don't think he does. Out of all the other people, Oprah definitely still smokes weed.
Clinton probably, yeah.
Oh, Clinton gets high as fucking plays his saxophone all night long.
John Kerry probably doesn't smoke weed right now because he has a government job.
Ah, yeah.
So, yeah. Stephen Colbert, definitely. Clarence Thomas is still in the Supreme Court, but I'm pretty sure he gets away with it.
Oh, yeah.
Katy Perry.
Definitely.
LeBron James, Jay-Z, yeah. All the rest of those still smoke.
Yeah.
I love that 11 is Bill Gates, though. I mean,
yeah.
He didn't crack the top 10, but I mean...
How do you think he made Microsoft, man?
All right, so looking at this list, we're just going to go through... I mean, I thought, personally, Snoop Dogg would be higher on the list. He's coming in at 48.
I agree with that position on Snoop Dogg because the people, I mean, you heard the top 10. The top 10 alone, they're super influential. Everyone knows about them. Not saying that everyone doesn't know about Snoop Dogg, but as of late.
But at the same time, though, you got to think that, I mean, California was like the first state with medical marijuana. Like, 1996.
Yeah.
Like, for real, man. Like, and Snoop and, I mean, the whole West Coast music sound was definitely influential in that. So, I mean...
Well, this list was made in 2000.
I mean, you got Sanjay Gupta higher than him. You got George Bush higher than him.
Martha Stewart is higher than him. That's because she did jail time, though.
And that's Sanjay Gupta at 17, George Bush at 18, and Martha Stewart is at, what, number 29? Ted Turner at 22.
George Clooney.
I think Ted Turner smokes weed medically, though, because, I mean, Ted Turner without weed is like Gary Busey.
Just with a lot of money. Oh, man. Can you imagine if Gary Busey was a billionaire?
Is Gary Busey on this list?
No. He's not influential.
Oh, he is.
To who?
To people who want to plug shells into their TVs.
I love Gary Busey. All right. Who else is on this list?
Morgan Freeman at number 26.
Oh yeah, he parties his ass off in Orlando.
Remember, Morgan Freeman even said, like in that one article, that he snorts keef.
Yeah,
Morgan Freeman is hardcore.
If you see him in Orlando at nighttime, he is beast mode. He takes over the town.
He's on my list of people I want to get high with. I want to get high with Morgan Freeman and talk about penguins. Because I think that's the only way. I think that's the only way that he'd be okay with it.
Why penguins?
Because I like penguins. And he did the voiceover for March of the Penguins.
He did?
Yeah.
You said Morgan Freeman.
Yes.
I thought you said John Morgan again. Sorry. I was so lost there. I was like, why the fuck would you talk to John Morgan about penguins? Still. Morgan Freeman makes sense. I'd smoke with Morgan Freeman because he was God.
The outtakes are going to be good this week.
Yeah, they are.
Because he was God.
Because he was God. All right, who else is on here that's awesome? Miley Cyrus, nope, don't care.
Seth MacFarlane at 19.
And he made Johnny Bravo. Don't just think of him as Family Guy. He was one of the main artists on Johnny Bravo, okay? So he was there during our childhood. My childhood, he was there.
Okay, so then where is, like, the Warner Brothers for making Slowpoke Rodriguez? Because Slowpoke Rodriguez has been smoking weed for God knows how long. Speedy Gonzalez's cousin.
I was like, who's Slowpoke Rodriguez?
How do you not know who's Slowpoke?
I don't know. I wasn't a big Looney Tunes fan.
Look up Slowpoke Rodriguez.
All right, I will.
All right, the rest of this list is nah.
Man, no.
Bill Maher's on there, who's obvious. Joe Rogan's on here, he's obvious. All right, so like I was saying, obvious names on this list besides Bill Maher, Joe Rogan. We got Jon Stewart, we got Al Gore, and Matt Damon. All right, so moving on. I'm really excited about this, so I just want to go ahead and get into it. Just giving you bits and pieces of what's in this Regulate Florida recreational marijuana bill. It allows you to grow no more than 6 cannabis plants in your home. This is for anybody 21 and older, by the way. You are lawfully allowed to purchase, display, use, transport 1 ounce or less of cannabis, or like I said, have 6 cannabis plants with no more than 3 of them mature at a time. And that's 6 per household member that is over the age of 21 that is a primary member of the residence. Let's see, transfer of 1 ounce or less of cannabis without remuneration to a person who is 21 years of age or older. So you can donate basically up to 1 ounce to somebody who's 21 years of age or older.
Of your own weed?
Yes.
Nice. But you can't sell it.
But you can't sell it.
Don't sell weed. Give it away.
Only authorized sellers. Consumption of cannabis. This is the part that makes me very happy. Is consumption of cannabis within the privacy of your own home or within the privacy or private business establishment, which means marijuana bars.
Yeah.
Which means marijuana sections of concerts, hopefully.
And less hookah lounges.
Yeah, fuck hookah lounges.
I fucking hate hookah lounges.
But I mean, so yeah, it's chock full of goodies. This would take effect if it passes. It would take effect on July 1st, I believe it is, and yeah, July 1st, no later than July 1st to have everything set up recreationally. But the actual law should take place the Tuesday after the first Monday of January of 2017.
2 years. Oh, shit.
So this is the one that we wanted. This is the one that we've been waiting for. I mean, with all due respect to John Morgan and his efforts, Florida lawmakers are going, I mean, they're just making it a pain in the ass. You see what they did with the CBD bill. They don't want to do this. The only way they're going to is if we make them. So this is our chance to make them. We have something on the ballots. Let's get out there. Let's support it. We're going to link everything up to the blog so that you guys can sign your petitions. Go check out the website. Volunteer if you want to volunteer. Like I said, if you're down in the Fort Lauderdale area on Friday, they're having their press release. Go check them out. Support the cause, man.
Let's do it.
All right, so moving on. All right, so moving on. All right, so in our technology segment today, we have Periscope, which we're actually doing right now.
We are currently periscoping the episode, and we'll probably periscope more episodes after this one too, because Periscope is pretty awesome.
All right, so Periscope, I haven't heard much about until recently, but then it's like all I've heard about.
It's everywhere now. It can be linked to your Twitter. It comes from a department at Twitter. And pretty much what it is live broadcasting of yourself. So it's like Snapchat, but on crack. And it's amazing because it pretty much, people can do whatever they want. There's some periscopes where people are just sleeping. People are doing homework. They're doing their makeup. It's, we're periscoping.
Yeah, even though we were looking mostly at the computer and the TV.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Cool. I'm going to set my Periscope back up, and we're going to continue Periscoping, but pretty much said all there is to say about it. Check it out. It's pretty cool. It's a new way we're going to be showing you what we're doing, and you can follow other people and see stuff.
It's like real-life reality TV. You just basically watch people live their life.
Oh my god, if you're sad that you don't have a dog, find someone on Periscope who walks their dog, and you could just pretend you have a dog. And you can walk that imaginary dog by watching this guy walk his dog. So, for all you lazy people out there who want a more active life, get Periscope. Check out people who do stuff.
Yeah, because there's people who like jog and stuff with like their Periscope, and it's like gives you the jogging experience from your couch.
From your couch. The best place to jog is your couch. Honestly, I don't think I could hold my phone and jog. Like, my arms move too much.
I don't think I could do that either. I don't know, unless you have it like on your like strapped to your chest or something.
GoPro. Get a selfie stick. I want a selfie stick. I'm still going to talk about
selfie stick.
Selfie sticks make sense. I wish they had a different name, like record yourself stick. No.
I want to pimp somebody, slap somebody with their own selfie stick.
All right, so yes, Periscope. It's awesome. Check it out. Get it. Follow us on Periscope. It is The Smoking Table with Dre and Jay. And yeah. What?
Nice.
Nice. All right, so moving on to sports, we're going to get back into the NFL because we like the NFL, so we're going to talk about it. It's preseason. So everyone in preseason is getting hurt. It's insane. There's injuries out the ass in preseason.
And I mean, just to run you down a quick list, let's see. We got Chris Johnson, who's questionable. We got people who don't matter.
A lot of people who don't matter.
Jermaine Gresham, he's probable.
All right, so the first team we were reading off, the Cardinals, they have about 10 people who are injured and probable, including their quarterback, Carson Palmer, who's probable with a knee injury.
It's not even just Carson Palmer. I mean, they got who? David Johnson, Chris Johnson. They got
their running game is gone.
Whole running core. Both of the tight ends.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna suck for you guys.
All right, everybody knows about Jordy Nelson. Poor Jordy.
Oh, Jordy. I'm so sad. I love Jordy Nelson.
Kelvin Benjamin also.
Yes, that's very bad. That's sad.
Geno Smith has been cleared for light jogging and throwing.
I don't understand how a broken jaw stopped him from doing anything.
This man had a broken jaw. It had to be like wired shut so he could even heal. He couldn't even call out the play.
Okay, but like now he can light jog. What did breaking his jaw affect his jogging at all?
Well, I mean, like he can't have contact right now. One hit to the helmet could like re-injure that. And I mean, it's not like the Jets have an O-line or anything.
Put him in pads. Solution to meaningless NFL preseason games.
I already told you the solution. The solution is, and this is what I came up with. I mean, your starters don't play until like halftime of the last preseason game. That's when you can put them into situational football against another opponent, and that's actually meaningful. Anything else is not worth it.
It's just pointless.
I mean, this is like people's seasons right here. And I mean, God forbid anybody who chose to fantasy draft before preseason.
Bad idea.
Y'all are completely fucked right now.
Bad idea. By the way, speaking of draft, on September 9th, we're going to be doing our NFL fantasy draft for the smoking table. I'm going to plug that in there.
That ought to be awesome.
It's going to be really awesome. We're going to have a couple guest people on the podcast. It's going to be awesome. So make sure you check out that one. But back onto the injuries. I mean, there's a lot of injured people.
Is Tom Brady on this list?
I don't know. Didn't he have a stomach problem?
I thought he was just going to be on the list for being butthurt.
Cowboys.
Oh, yeah. Orlando Scandrick.
ACL. It's the ACLs.
Hey, Cowboys. How you feel about trading DeMarco Murray now? Because that's going to suck.
Horribly. Julius Thomas
is out for the rest of the season.
Fracture in left hand.
This is just...
It's bad. Alshon Jeffrey, calf injury.
Like, these games, what are they gaining out of putting your star players in these games? Jordy
Nelson is out.
They get to run around. You get to feel how it felt to be hit. I mean, did you see what happened to RG3?
Yep. He's going to have a bad season.
I mean, the Redskins O-line makes me want to apologize to the Jets O-line. Because, jeez.
Black Lives Matter. Hashtag.
Run, RG3.
Run.
As much as you want to prove yourself as a pocket quarterback, you do not have the line nor a coach that has that much confidence in you. Just run, dude. Just do you, and it'll work out.
Until you die on the field. That's the way to go.
And learn to slide.
Don't go ahead first.
You should take a whole off season of just learning how to slide. Take an off season, get up with Russell Wilson, get on the baseball field, and slide your ass off.
Slide.
That's the only thing that's going to save your career.
Russell Wilson is a good slider.
Russell Wilson plays baseball.
I know. All right. But yeah, so injuries, preseason, it sucks. Like everyone's losing their best players. Rookies are not getting their first seasons. It's not looking good. On the plus side,
oh yeah, the kid from Hard Knocks, man. Did you see that from the Texans?
yeah,
Like how bad is that? He was shining on the field.
he was doing amazing. And like you could tell in his face, like he was just upset.
That's your rookie season.
Done.
They did say they were gonna keep him.
Yeah.
That's awesome. He did make the roster.
And if you're a rookie and you're in the NFL, make sure that you leave a great impression on him right away, like immediately. So when you do get injured in the second week of preseason, they're not gonna let you go. Because they will let you go.
Coming from the best couch quarterbacks in the league.
Yes.
We're telling rookies what to do. We have
do it, rookies.
Snap in the NFL.
When you play a snap to watch a snap. I've watched over 10,000 snaps in my career, okay? as a couch QB. I've seen more game time. All right.
Oh, man.
All right, so I think we covered injuries good enough.
Moving on to entertainment.
FX. All right, so we all know FX as the dopest channel ever. It pretty much, Spike TV was trying to be a channel for men, and it didn't work very well. And FX was like, check this out. Fox was like, check this out, and they released FX. I think FX is probably my favorite channel out of any fucking television channel that's ever been.
Yeah, good job, Fox Network.
Yeah, you did something right. You're like, nobody's gonna watch us, so let's put these shows here. But all right, so I'm a huge Sons of Anarchy fan, and ever since I learned that Jack Steller had a dad in the first 9, I wanted to see the first 9, and it is now in development with FX to be the first 9, explaining the story of Jack Steller's father and the original Sons of Anarchy, Sam Crow Club. But what's awesome about this is that a lot of people are coming back for this show. It's going to be really good. But they got Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt to do a television show on cable TV. Now,
wasn't he a biker and something else?
I think so. Either that or his long hair just makes me feel like he's a biker. He looks like a biker. Now, the reason why this is all about FX rather than Sons of Anarchy is because not only did they get Brad Pitt for the FX prequel for Sons of Anarchy, but if you look back at Fargo, they got Billy Bob Thornton on television. All right, how the fuck do they get these people on TV? These are like
some major money, man.
Major money, major money.
Like this isn't like Friends or something like that where those people worked up to that amount of money, or Seinfeld or something like that. Like you're giving these people this kind of money in the first season where you're still hoping this fucking show works.
Exactly, it's crazy. I guess it's amazing, and it spreads too because as you know from HBO, they're doing the True Detective show, which casts major movie stars in it.
Yeah.
So FX, you got a system, you started it. It's working really good. I don't even know how much money you're spending though.
More than I got.
Way more than I got. And also FX, the new season of American Horror Story Hotel. But it looks amazing. It's got Lady Gaga starring in it. Peter Evans' character looks amazing. He's got a dope mustache. And of course they brought back Angela Bassett and Kathy Bates. I mixed them up.
Angela Bates.
Can you imagine Kathy Bates but black? You ever seen About Schmidt?
No.
Don't watch it. Kathy Bates gets out of a hot tub.
Oh yeah, I know of that scene. I know of that scene only through Family Guy, honestly, because I haven't seen the movie.
It's horrible. It's another reason why I hated Jack Nicholson because he allowed that to happen.
But I remember Kathy Bates from the what was that, like Fatal? Was it Fatal Attraction?
Was she tied the dude up?
Yeah.
Yeah. She kidnapped the author and broke his legs.
Kathy Bates has been crazy long time.
Crazy bitch. Crazy.
Alright. Moving on. This just in. I mean, we threw this basically in the show last minute just because it's fucking retarded. Chris Brown's head tattoo? Why?
Of a head. It's a head on a head.
It's a tattoo of Venus de Milo on his back of his head. Like, It's stupid.
It's very stupid. It doesn't even make sense. Like, I don't even know who Venus de Milo is.
Venus de Milo was a blah 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 Greek. I think it was Greek statue.
Ah.
Don't quote me on that, but I think so.
So he's just doing dumb stuff now.
Yeah. Just
trying to get away with everything.
I just remember it from art appreciation class, but I think it was a Greek statue. Greeks don't get mad at me if I got that wrong. Why? But why? I mean, I don't get, like, what the point. I don't get why. And yeah, look at this shit.
It's horrible. It's ridiculously crazy. She looks chunky. She looks like a fat 8-year-old kid. That's exactly what it is.
I'm trying to look through this article real quick and see if there's even like any kind of explanation from him of why he did it, other than he's just a crazy mofo. Yeah. I now don't care anymore. I mean, it was it's stupid.
It's very stupid.
Congratulations, Chris Brown. You are once again proving that you're stupid.
You're very dumb. And there's a picture of him with his hair.
Alright, so moving on because he's stupid.
He's stupid.
Here's another stupid person.
Another stupid person who we talked about last week, and I was trying to figure out what to do for another part of the entertainment center and this entertainment section, and Josh Duggar popped up again because he's everywhere.
Josh Duggar.
I'm gonna have to put that insert in later.
Yes. That's awesome. So he's recently checked himself into rehab, but on top of that, there's been a litany of things since the last time we talked about Josh, including using a fake profile and somebody else's picture on it. Yeah. That person is a DJ who apparently lost one of his gigs because he was caught up in the whole Ashley Madison scandal. I think he lost his gig and I think his wife. Like, he had trouble with his wife or something like that because he was married.
Fuck you, Josh Duggar. Fucking people's lives up.
So, that on top, I mean, he's checked himself into what they keep quoting as long-term rehab, so hopefully that means he's going away for a while.
But he didn't check himself in for anything commonly. He's checked himself in because he's addicted to pornography. Like,
why would you not be addicted? I mean, what is addiction to pornography? I don't know.
I'm not even quite sure what it is.
I think that's a slippery slope. I don't think I want to get into that. I don't want to get into how much pornography like qualifies as addiction. I mean, I personally, I am who I am. I don't claim to be anybody I'm not, which is why
And he slept with a porn star twice.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him sleeping with the porn star.
Forgot about that. I don't know who she is. I can't find her name anywhere, but he slept with her twice.
Without protection, she claims?
Without protection. And, I mean, porn stars are gross. Like,
no, not all.
Well, okay, majority of them. I wouldn't personally bang a porn star. Like 90% of them probably.
No, I don't think that. Not without protection.
Not without protection. I guess I'd have to use protection. I do it just because it was on camera, but I don't know.
Alright, slippery slope.
They're ugly. They're ugly. They don't look like they do in the camera. It's deceivingness. Periscope. He taught me that.
So this episode, once again, is proving the usefulness of Periscope.
Periscope. You should get it. That was my Periscope plug.
We've advertised the hell out of Periscope in this whole podcast, so I think they kind of owe us something at this point.
Yes. You know, I think there's always someone who owes us something after a podcast because we're always throwing shout-outs to people. And, like, where's the money?
True.
Kevin James. No, was it Kevin James? I don't like Kevin James. I want to give him a shout-out.
I don't know. We did Steve Buscemi. We did Nicolas Cage, Walt Disney, the whole Disney company.
Disney and
George Lucas.
He's so rich.
Darius Rucker. Shout out to Hootie.
Hootie. I still call him Hootie. I don't care if he has a real name. Fuck your real name. You're Hootie. You messed up. Yeah, lots of shout outs to people, man. Gary Busey, comment all the time.
I want Busey on the show.
I do too. We should find out. Oh.
I want him to be like a Tasmanian devil, like, and just run through my house tearing up shit.
While we're doing the podcast.
And periscoping it.
Yes. Oh man, that'd be a lot of fans. We gotta figure that out because I know that Danny Glover for $300 a day will work with you.
But you have to like transportation and everything too.
I mean,
unless we just catch him on a day when he's in Florida.
Yeah, we just catch him while he's here. I mean,
while you're on vacation, Mr. Glover.
Here's $300. I know he needs it. Here's $300.
Danny Glover don't need your money.
Danny Glover needs money. When was Dan? Other than Lethal Weapon, tell me what movie. Tell me a Danny Glover movie.
He's getting all of Childish Gambino's money now.
That's his nephew. He's not getting any of that.
It doesn't matter. I'm sure he probably gave him some money to cut an album. He's probably forever indebted to him. Not only that, but how do you look as Childish Gambino to have like your uncle Danny Glover going through foreclosure? When you know he has some part of launching your career just by the name recognition, just by this being a relative.
Well, okay, but not that many people even know that Childish Gambino is the nephew of Danny Glover. They don't put two and two together.
It doesn't matter. You think that freaking Robin Thicke will let Alan Thicke go into foreclosure right now?
No.
They probably bang chicks together.
They do bang chicks together. They do. Robin and Alan Thicke tag team bitches all day. Every day.
But he wouldn't let him go into foreclosure.
I don't know. Saw.
Come on.
He was in Saw.
He was?
Yeah, he got killed. He was the first detective. They didn't think the movie was going to be that great. You know who else was in Saw? Donnie Wahlberg. I forgot about him too.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh shit. All right, so.
But that's the kind of movie you would expect Donnie in, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Always he's just a lesser Wahlberg.
He is. But he accepts his role though.
He does. He takes it. And you know what? It's sad too because he's not even the middle Wahlberg now. Because the Wahlberg owns the hamburger place or whatever.
Yeah.
Since the reality show and since the burger joints are popping up everywhere, Donnie Wahlberg has actually fallen to the bottom.
Nice.
He needs to do another movie, something to get himself back.
Him with Billy Baldwin. If they go out and just do like a killer action movie or something.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing. No, wouldn't it? It wouldn't be anything.
And that's the second time we shout out Billy Baldwin as well.
Oh man, Billy Baldwin. Billy Baldwin. I can't remember the other guy because he's not that relevant. Oh, Donnie Wahlberg. This summer, there's a car chase. They could do Speed, the remake of Speed.
Can we get them to do voiceovers for the Angry Bird movie?
That'd be awesome.
Somebody make that happen.
That'd be amazing.
All right. This is actually a very good segue into our new thing that we're doing. We're taking away. We're not necessarily taking away casting call. We're broadening casting call.
It's horizons.
So we're just gonna put it all under the cloud of what if, and this is going to include casting calls and different subjects that basically we don't have in our lives right now, and it needs to happen.
But what if it happened?
And we're going to start the day with sports because, it's sports.
It's sports.
And it's two guys. Deal with it.
And we were thinking about this the other day, and it actually started broadening into bigger things, and it was awesome. It'd be so amazing.
So it's basically, because we were thinking about, we really want the Rousey-Mayweather thing to happen.
Yes, so Rousey could beat his ass.
Yes. So we were thinking about, that all sports should do, because we were talking about how all sports should basically pit, professional men and women. Because, tennis has tried it, and when they did, it was a huge deal.
Yeah.
And, it would be today if they did it.
It'd be awesome.
Okay, but, I guess we have to accept that in some sports it wouldn't work all that well either. Because, WNBA versus NBA, no offense to WNBA, Blake Griffin. What more do I have to say?
It'd be amazing. Watch him dunk on Brittany Griner.
Don't get me wrong. I think the women could make it somewhat competitive.
No. I'm gonna stop you right there.
Really?
No.
Tamika Catchings, Deladon?
No, because I don't know much about basketball, but I feel
Rossi.
They only do layups and like shoot the ball. I mean, those dudes.
But some of them got some wet J's though. They got some wet J's. I mean, like if they can get them off, they're going in.
All right.
There were some girls that are straight beasts with it.
It'd
but
be cool.
The paint area though.
No.
The paint area. It'd be all bad.
They're just gonna run through the girls, man. They're gonna destroy them.
So yeah, we also thought lingerie league versus NFL. That's not gonna work either.
No.
I mean, even arena football versus lingerie league to kind of make it, semi the same thing still isn't.
Those women are beasts. I will give it that. It's not. I watch it, and it's because there's women in lingerie, so it's amazing. But
they're beastly though.
They're
beasts. It's real football.
Yeah, they go hardcore. There's some women on there who would probably beat some dude's ass because they're beasts. They're hardcore.
Like I think all men have like kind of anybody who's ever watched it for the lingerie, stayed for the competition.
Exactly.
They are beastly with it.
Yeah, because I mean, you don't have to watch football to see lingerie. You can just be Josh Duggar.
I mean, because literally by like the first game that I watched, literally by halfway through the first quarter, I was sucked in.
Yeah.
I mean, the first time I seen a hit that was like Carter off, I was into it.
I saw this black chick literally just like shoulder block this bitch to the ground, and she growled at her. She looked at her and growled. And I was like, damn.
That's the other thing. Like, I mean, they have the leeway to just, to make it entertaining.
Yeah. It could work.
Definitely female versus male golf. I mean,
that should already be around. I don't see why there has to be female. Wait,
yeah.
They don't play together?
No,
the women's PGA. Yeah, the women should be able to play in the regular PGA with Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy. I don't know how to say his name. Rory McIlroy.
Yes.
It's not spelled that way.
I love the McElroy though.
The Irish don't know what they're doing. It's McElroy.
But I mean, at least the champions, the PGA champion versus the LPGA champion, the tennis, champions, women's and men's, like, those things should happen. I don't know why they don't happen. I mean,
sexist.
They'd make a killing if they did happen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's what we were talking about. We were talking about the men's and women's U.S. soccer team.
Yes, okay. The men.
I want that to happen.
I would love to watch that. I think the women would win.
Even if FIFA can't make that happen, the United States themselves should make it happen. I mean, like, that would be amazing.
It would be incredible. It'd be like one of the greatest games of soccer ever.
That would be so dope.
Who do you think would win?
I don't know. I honestly can say I don't know. That's only because they play two different styles of football. Soccer, whichever one you want to call it. Like, they play two completely different styles.
I bet if that happened, Abby Wambach.
I would want Mia Hamm, Garcia Parra, or whatever.
That would be awesome.
I don't know which one she's doing now, because she was doing Garcia Parra for a while. I think it's back to Hamm, though, in the Subway commercials. But yeah, I would want her to come back for it too. I mean, because like, I honestly think, and this is the way I think about it, because I think if the men's team goes in underestimating the women's team, which I think that they would do,
yeah,
I think that would create hella opportunity for the women's team.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I mean, you have two solid goalies. So I mean, I'm not saying that I don't know who would win. I know it would be competitive. I know I would like to watch it.
I would watch it. It'd be amazing.
So let's somehow make that happen. To end the show, I definitely want to say go. We're going to link up to our blog. If not, search it out on your own. It's Regulate Florida. It's bias for us, man. This is the recreational marijuana bill that we've been waiting for. So get out there and support it. Check out our blog. If you want to volunteer, if you want to sign up, I mean, definitely send in the petition.
Yes.
We need these votes to get it on the ballot. It's the same as basically the same as United for Care. I mean, we're gonna still need the 600. What is it, like 683, 689,000 votes?
Yeah.
So I mean, don't rely on the next person to do it. I'm pushing hard for this because, after all, this is a Stoner show.
And get registered to vote, because you got to be registered in order for your opinion to count. So get registered to vote.
Yes, if you haven't already registered, register. I mean, there will be all kinds of registration drives, I'm sure, by both sides, the medical and the recreational marijuana initiative. So register to vote, send in your petitions. I am printing out my petition tonight, sending it out first thing in the morning. I am also going to be signing up to volunteer, because don't rely on the next person to do it, man. If you want it, like I want it, get your hand in there.
Just do it.
So, from the smoking table, I'm Jay.
And I'm Dre.
Get out there and make a difference.
Make it happen.